Chapter 913. Sharon looked at them as well. Mr. Penn, would you like to continue? Wilbur smiled. I think that's enough for now. I'm pretty tired after a whole day of gambling. All right. We'll stop here then. I'll have someone send your winnings to your room. We will need some time to tally everything first, Sharon said. She had a point, and Wilbur nodded before getting up. Edward shouted, No, you can't leave. Wilbur looked at him. Why not? Edward blinked for a beat before saying, I've still got money on me. Let's keep going. Come on. Sure. But I'm tired today. How about tomorrow? Wilbur smiled. Edward could not respond to that. After all, he could not force someone to gamble with him. Jesse sat in his seat in a crumpled, defeated daze. $600 million. That was money that even their companies could not get all at once. Let me walk you back, sir. Tiff seemed reborn, standing up perkily then. Wilbur nodded, and the two of them made their way towards the door. Right before leaving, Wilbur turned to Edward and Jesse coldly. Did you really think that it was all thanks to luck that I was able to win, idiots? He let out a sneer, turning to leave. Edward and Jesse were stunned for a long time. Suddenly, Edward turned to Sharon and shouted, Did you hear that? He cheated. He said it himself. Yeah, Miss Taver, you heard him say it, didn't you? Jesse looked at Sharon, drenched in sweat. Sharon frowned. He was just making a joke, gentlemen. There isn't any proof that Mr. Penn actually cheated. Both men collapsed weakly into their chairs at those words. All right, let's talk about how much you two need to pay now. You each owe the casino $600 million. There will be no interest if you pay up in 3 days, and a 10% increment for every month after that. I'm sure you two know this better than I do, Sharon said with a smile. Edward and Jesse's expressions were ashen, saying nothing. Of course they knew about that. They just did not expect to lose that much money. Sharon continued, You can keep staying here in this period of time. We'll cover the hotel costs, but I'm afraid you won't be able to leave this place for now. Both men knew that they were not leaving until they paid up the money. After all, $600 million was no small amount. Fucking hell. I'm making a call to scrape up some funds. I want another round with the bastard. Edward's expression was murderous. He whipped out his phone and made a call. Jesse did the same, taking out his phone and moving aside to relocate funds. Sharon said nothing but smirked to herself. The casino loved customers like them. Just then, Wilbur and Tiff returned to his room upstairs. Tiff stood awkwardly, unsure of what to do now. Wilbur patted the sofa with a smile. Come here. Tiff nodded obediently, doing as told. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Come in. The door was opened to reveal two hostesses, each of them holding a tray full of chips that they placed before Wilbur respectfully. Your winnings, sir. Please feel free to count them. Wilbur smiled. He picked up 2 chips, each worth $100,000, and handed one to each hostess. That's fine. Thank you for your help. The hostesses were overjoyed, bowing profusely to Wilbur, uncaring of the gaping neckline of their dresses.